All right, we are here. So I could check out the place. So,
Three pieces of chicken
three
and two
pieces of
sides?
chicken and two sides, yeah.
What's your name?
Winston. I got the fried chicken, some greens, some macaroni and cheese. Yes, family. Give thanks to another great rise. We are out there again in Vegas, you know? Yeah, I'm still not touch the strip yet, you know. I know I promised you that, but still not touch the strip yet. But yeah, man. Well, I'm feel like a peckish, so one of my brethren recommend a little spot, which is not too far from me. It's actually within walking distance, as you can see me there. I walk right now. So I'm going to go check it out and see what I go on. I'm in the mood for some chicken. So them say this spot is supposed to have some good chicken and waffles. So I'm going to make a try and see what I go on. So it's like a little, not even 5-minute walk up there, you know. So we'll soon up there and make me see what I go on. Alright, stay tuned. Hope you guys have been enjoying the food tour so far, you know? Yeah. And we're not done yet. As I said, this is just a little small Nyamins we're going to go on with, and then we have a good one for later on next week. Yeah, man. So we'll soon open a little location there. Yeah, so see we have nice little walk, you know. Actually see it there. I'll be saying it's not too far, you know. But yeah, man, we know a nice little location. So we have Fogo de Chao right there, which is the one I want to see me get the meat sweats from. That one here is at Tapas and Sangria place. FIYAH Tapas Kitchen and Bar. And then we are the far from the strip as I'm showing you. Yeah. We have Starbucks over there, so yeah, man. Casino over there, so I see place the way I go. Lolos chicken and waffles. So I will have to test it out as the sampler today and so we really are going with the food. But yeah, man, nice little location, lots of eateries, casinos nearby. That's a casino, Tuscany, and there's another casino up on the other side over there, so you can't see through the bushes, you know. But yeah, man, all heap of eats. I was told that Vegas is known for a lot of eating spots, you know. So I say, all right, now I'm gonna try out the Lolos chicken and waffles and see what go on over here. So I could check in, see what I go on. All right, we are here. So I could check out the place. You don't know. First time I go check for make sure so the place nice and clean, you know. Look busy too. What's the bar in there? How's it going, man?
What we got for you?
I want to check out your spot, see what you got.
Just stay for one?
Yeah.
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 Sit at the bar.
I think I'm gonna eat first.
You
Yeah.
can order at the bar.
Yeah. Oh, you can order at the bar too?
I can sit you at the table.
Yeah, I sit at the table.
Three pieces? Or you want 2 pieces of catfish or 1 piece of catfish?
No, I just want some chicken. So
3 pieces of chicken
3
and 2
pieces of
sides?
chicken and 2 sides, yeah.
What's your name?
Winston. How long have y'all been in business?
Like over 20 years.
Ooh.
Yeah. The one in Arizona was first. That's where they're from. And the 2 Arizona locations and this location is like the owner, they own it fully. And the ones in Texas is franchise.
Okay. All right, family. So the place was pretty packed, and at the end of the day, they had a lot of music playing. So I decided to get it to go. So now I go back at the room and do my review. I already know food for them, so I got my stuff over there. So I got my whole meal right here, and I have some dessert in there too. Normally I don't eat dessert still, but there is something in here that I can't resist, and you guys will see that when I open up the bag. Luckily, it's within walking distance. So I'm gonna go back to the room. I'm gonna crack this bad boy open, and you guys will see what I'm going with the food. I'm gonna give my honest opinion, cause you know, me's a man when it comes to food. I'm honest, you know, even with my food, you know. I love when people eat at them if the you know why you tell me that the food good if the food not good. You see what I say? If the food not taste nice to you, don't be polite, because the one thing me really full joy about myself is that I love to cook. I love when people eat the food, and most importantly, I love when them full joy the food. You know what I say? So, and if I always be honest, when you do your reviews, when you go to a restaurant, not because the service good or something like that. You know, sometimes you get good service and you really don't want to say nothing bad about the service. So service is kind of different from the food itself. So when you go to a restaurant and you try the food, right, you can comment on the service, and then you can comment on the food, right? So you can say the service was excellent, but the food sucked. You know what I'm saying? And really and truly, you help out the restaurant, because the restaurant, in essence, is looking for that honest feedback, because they're not going to change their menu if you don't give them honest feedback. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, be honest with your evaluation and make people realize, because what you are doing is you're helping that next person, right? That next person that's going out there, you know, that's never been to that location before. And the first thing they're going to do, they're going to look upon upon all these different food websites, and they're going to make a decision based on recommendations. So if you don't give your honest feedback, because every time you give feedback and you leave, you know, we live in a world of social media, and it influences a lot of things. Now, there are people that are nefarious when it comes to their evaluation, right? You can't help that. But I feel like if everyone is kind of honest about their evaluation, then if the restaurant is a good restaurant. And sometimes you get low markings, and then you go to the restaurant and you realize that the food's still good. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, I'm back at the hotel. I'm going to get back to the room in the small kitchen, set up my table, set out the food, and then we're going to sample it and go with honest feedback. All right? So stay tuned. All right, family. So, like I said, I had to get this to go because they were playing music in the restaurant. So it's like a little, you know, in the States we call it a hood spot. Because when play music, you know, and basically the food, it took about roughly about 30 minutes, and apparently this is not a busy night. This was like a night where I got in early enough to get my food in a timely fashion. So I can't even imagine what it looked like on a busy night. And usually them say Thursday, Friday, Saturday are usually the busiest night. And I got the dinner, brunches is usually the busiest time. So anyway, let's see what's in the little food bag. Alright, so I ordered the soul food special. So basically the soul food special, you get to pick your amount of chicken you want versus 2 sides. So right now, I got the fried chicken, some greens, some macaroni and cheese, and then for dessert, I got some red velvet cake. Yeah, red velvet cake is actually one of my favorite cakes. So since I red velvet, I was sold. All right, so let's see what's inside this bag. So this bag has, I give you 1 cornbread muffin. All right, that comes with the meal. I'm gonna put that over there. So. And then inside the bag, they give you some, what's this, butter, some hot sauce, no ketchup, just hot sauce. All right, so a couple of packets of hot sauce, napkin, or should I say utensils. But since we're in the room, I'm gonna use my regular utensils. Anyway, we're gonna put the cake aside for now. And people, I don't think I'm ever finished this food, you know. Actually, it's a lot of food. Thing heavy. Alright, so you could go into this thing. Let me sit down. So anyway, before I start eating, total price for the meal was got me that. So I kind of feel like say it actually take that long because I sat at the bar, got an adult beverage, so that kind of made it. Them kind of say, all right, the food not ready yet. If you want another drink, I feel like that's a strategy. Anyway, but the meal itself was $31.97. So for the 3 pieces of chicken, and here's the thing. I ordered thigh, breast, and leg. They end up giving me breast, 1 leg, and 2 wings. So anyway, kind of messed up the order, but at least in case instead of the thigh, they gave me 2 wings, so that kind of compensate. Let me see what I gotta find the red velvet cake was, oh, I don't know where that receipt is, but the red velvet cake was, I think they gave me that complimentary. All right, so anyway, could get into this food and see what I want. So I'm gonna try the macaroni and cheese first, only because, you know, Mama Lynn made the best macaroni and cheese in the world. So see what I want. Okay. So the mac and cheese actually well seasoned. Yeah, man. Doesn't compare to Lynn's mac and cheese, but they put some farmer seasoning in it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of salty, but still pretty good. All right, let me try the greens. Let's see if them season up the greens as well. You see the greens there, nice and leafy. You can tell, say, are fresh greens, no canned stuff, right? Yeah, man. Greens nice. You can tell them whatever them cook the greens, you know, it's like some kind of either it's a ham hock or, but there's some kind of meat flavor with the greens. But as what I said, big leafy, yeah man, so you know you get fresh greens. They definitely don't skimp on the greens. Mac and cheese nice. Lynn, I love you. All right, Go try chicken. It's the main part of the dish. Chicken look kinda burnt in some senses, but you can't judge from the outside because I would rather it look like this and be cooked than not cooked. So nice and crunchy. Come on. You can tell by the bone. Yeah. Cook all the way through. And honestly, it's still warm. I feel like if I ate it fresh, I mean, this is somewhat fresh, but I feel like straight out the grease, yeah. And you know, chicken kind of dry out after a certain time, but nice. Nice and tender. Right. I'm gonna have chicken breast. So with the chicken breast, yeah, man. You see the skin? That needs to be nice and crunchy. Yeah. I know from can hear from that far, but it's feeling good. If you can cook good chicken breast, you're good to go in my book. So, see, you warm up the chicken breast. And then look like it cooked all the way through. So, here we go. Yeah. Come on. Chicken breast tender. Can't add some more than that. Go all the way down to the bone. So, peel out the chicken. So I'm gonna say, skin crispy, not over seasoned. And funny enough, the mac and cheese have more salt than actually the chicken itself, which is essentially a good thing. That means they're not over seasoning. So if you can see the bone all the way down to the bone, chicken breast is probably one of the hardest part of chicken to cook because the meat is so thick, you know. And if you can get it all the way to the bone where it's cooked all the way through, that is it. So we got the mac and cheese, the greens, we tried chicken. You know what? Let me try the wings though. Wings don't take long to cook. So come on. Yeah. Bone come right out. Wings. Yeah, man. Good to go. So, I won't say it's one of the best chickens I've ever had, but I'll definitely say for the price, definitely worth it. And I love the fact that the macaroni and cheese is seasoned. I can't really figure out what the seasoning is. But you can definitely tell there's some seasoning in there. So next we're gonna try the cornbread. And I wanna try, let me see, it's still warm. It's not as warm as I would have liked it, but we're gonna put some butter up on it. Some of this whipped butter. So the butter still melted. That means that it come out warm anyway. Brush on that. So essentially, if this cornbread was hot, that butter would have melted in there. Alright? So, see, put some butter upon it. Taste the cornbread. That cornbread is good. Actually, it tastes like it got some kind of cinnamon or something in it. That's good. That's good. All right. Take another bite of that chicken breast. One of the best part is that the seasoning from the breast is actually, you can actually taste it now below the skin of the meat. That means this was marinated overnight. It wasn't like them seasoned up this morning or this evening. So, yeah. All right. So, I won't sit here. I tell you, the crunchy part, bad. Crunchy part is the outer skin. Look at that. Delicious. That's good. So, I'll put that to the side because I want to taste the red velvet cake. Normally, this is dessert, but I have a short time for doing this review. Anyway, there's a red velvet cake. I'll get a small sample. Yeah, so, woo, that's good. So they got, I think it's cream cheese in the middle. Well, I'm sure I can, so I can't see. It's cream cheese right there. I don't want it to fall. In the middle. Yeah. That's good velvet. Good red velvet right here. Yeah. So the cake is pre-made, as you guys would expect. That's good. That's really good. Nice and moist and tender. Yeah. So I'm going to go. I'm not gonna finish mash up this, but one of the things I've been talking about doing for a long time is trying to go to restaurants, checking out their food, and just kind of review what they offer. I believe this was a 3.9 stars. Don't quote me on that. I have to go back and check. I know I looked it up before I went over there, but definitely worth it. I mean, if you're just in the mood for some chicken, you know, I haven't, you know, this is just dinner, the dinner option. There's the brunch option. They offer a different menu for brunch, but it's good. I'm really impressed by the mac and cheese. I still can't figure out what the season is. Maybe some slap your mama or something like this. It's not spicy, but you can tell the macaroni and cheese is seasoned. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this review. I would definitely recommend this place. Again, it's not a huge restaurant. I mean, from the outside it looks big, but actually when you go inside, It's a little bit smaller than it looks on the outside. They do have a bar. That you can sit at. You can order your food from the bar as well. If you don't like loud music, they are playing music. I'm sure if you ask them to adjust it, they'll probably turn it down. But the atmosphere is nice. It's it feels more of a soul food type of restaurant. You know, the music is soul. The food is, as you can tell, is soul. Macaroni and cheese, greens, you know, cornbread, fried chicken. Their staple dish is the fried chicken and waffles, but I wanted the soul food. And the waitress was actually very good in telling me that the soul food is, for dinner, was kind of the best option. But either way, yeah man, the food nice. Food nice, but not gonna lie. So if you want to come check this out, I'm gonna leave the link in the description so you guys can, you know, if you're ever in Vegas, I believe they say we're on the north side. Lolos, chicken and waffles. All right, check it out. You know, make a decision for yourself how you like it. I'm just telling you from my perspective as a person who love Nyam food, and you know, so me tell you all why food for Nyam. Yeah, now I'll mash this up. So yes, family. I almost forget before I go. I wanted to give my final review on this particular restaurant. So I looked it up, and I know Yelp gave it a 3.6, Google gave it a 4.0, TripAdvisor a 3.8. My honest review would probably fall in between all that, probably like a 3.9. Yeah, 3.9 out of 4. Well, I guess it's out of 5 generally, but yeah, the food, as I said, the atmosphere is nice, aside from the music being so loud, kind of like a club type scene. But other than that, food wise, great food. I mean, from what I've seen, I didn't experience it personally. The wait time wasn't really bad based on the wasn't a crowd in there. So pretty good. Staff, very nice, very welcoming. I mean, I got a table just like that. And again, that's based on the time of the day. It was like probably about 6 something when I walked in there, you know. So pretty good. So like I said, check it out for yourself. That's my honest opinion. So until next time, as I said before, I will see you at the next restaurant and I will give you my honest review. All right, so stay tuned to Winston Food Chronicles. The journey continues. A couple more days in Vegas, and we will see you shortly on the next one, the next review. All right, so stay tuned.